The whole hood banging, 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 banging. I remember when the ATL wasn't banging, now they banging, 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 banging. Niggas throwing sets and them bullets start ringing, bitches banging, 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 banging. I remember when the ATL wasn't banging, now they banging, 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 banging. Niggas throwing sets and them bullets start ringing like bang, bang, ho, bang, bang, bitch, nigga, bang, 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 ho. I'm in the cool, smoking on weed like a snoop, mad in the pocket off a juice. I got the juice, fucking my enemies like it or not, ain't no blocking the truth. I'm at the roof, with my AK like I'm Malcolm, I'm ready to cock in the shoot. This information is simple for niggas who dumb and don't really know how to compute. I ain't got problems with niggas who blood in the crib, but homie, I do know this. Young niggas figure to life and they wanna begin it, but really they don't know shit. I'm on that dolo shit, solo dolo bitch. Mentally I'm so sick, I got everything needed, I'm ready. If not, it is something my hoe go get. When will niggas learn this song? All my life I stood alone. Don't be joining cliques because you scared to fight and hold your own. Not one still fuck with me, I don't give a fuck what rappers don't. Niggas know I don't slick this. If I came at you, you be gone, bitch. I remember when the ATL wasn't banging, now they banging, 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 banging. Niggas throwing sets and them bullets start ringing, bitches banging, 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 banging. I remember when the ATL wasn't banging, now they banging, 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 banging. Niggas throwing sets and them bullets start ringing like bang, bang, ho, bang, bang, this nigga bang, 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 ho. 24/7 I'm smoking and drinking, bitch, I keep the fire, fire. Really I wanna be sober, but I had to see the world high, high. Suckers don't know shit about the world, thinking they got a third eye. You can't tell a nigga shit about nothing, but when he get murdered, we quit.
Yo, peace, peace, peace. What's going on? Hey, when somebody get in here, man. Oh shit. Let me get a 1 or something in the chat, man. Cause I don't know what the hell is going on. We're gonna replay this thing back though. Let's go.
The whole hood banging, 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 banging. I remember when the ATL wasn't banging, now they banging, 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 banging. Niggas throwing sets and them bullets start ringing, bitches banging, 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 banging. I remember when the ATL wasn't banging, now they banging, 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 banging. Niggas throwing sets and them bullets start ringing like bang, bang, ho, bang, bang, bitch, nigga bang, 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 ho. I'm in the cool, smoking on weed like a snoop, mad in the pocket off a juice. I got the juice, fucking my enemies like it or not, ain't no blocking the truth. I'm at the roof, with my AK like I'm Malcolm, I'm ready to cock in the shoot. This information is simple for niggas who dumb and don't really know how to compute. I ain't got problems with niggas who blood in the crib, but homie, I do know this. Young niggas figure to life and they wanna begin it, but really they don't know shit. I'm on that dolo shit, solo dolo bitch. Mentally I'm so sick, I got everything needed, I'm ready. If not, it is something my hoe go get. When will niggas learn this song? All my life I stood alone. Don't be joining cliques because you scared to fight and hold your own. Not one still fuck with me, I don't give a fuck what rappers don't. Niggas know I don't slick this. If I came at you, you be gone, bitch. I remember when the ATL wasn't banging, now they banging, 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 banging. Niggas throwing sets and them bullets start ringing, bitches banging, 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 banging. I remember when the ATL wasn't banging, now they banging, 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 banging. Niggas throwing sets and them bullets start ringing like bang, bang, ho, bang. Dirty Harry, he gon' turn your friend into a phone. Why they been doing this shit to manipulate niggas for centuries? That's the fire. They know we came and it really exists and they set up another black messiah. That's that hustle over your head shit. Plot to kill you dead shit. Think about the matrix you envision before you fail, bitch. I remember when the ATL wasn't banging, now they banging, 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 banging. Niggas throwing sets and them bullets start ringing. Bitches banging, 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 banging. I remember when the ATL wasn't banging, now they banging, 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 banging. Niggas throwing sets and them bullets start ringing like bang, bang, ho, bang, bang, bitch, nigga, bang, bang, ho, bang, bang, ho, bang, ho.
All right, now we in here. What's up, y'all? MD checking in once again. MD checking in once again. MD thought about it. Yeah, so wanted to talk about well first off, let me start off by asking a question to the general audience. And I can pretty much already perceive what the answer would be, but for the sake of the argument, I want to start off by asking a question. In this little corner or niche of YouTube that we deal with in the quote unquote black community, how many of us are going to vote for Trump? That would be the first part of the question. The second part of the question would be how many of us are going to vote for Biden? Within this demographic that we call black YouTube, I can probably almost guess with 100% certainty that the majority of people will say that hell, they're not going to vote for any one of them. And it's various factors that lead up to that conclusion, but for the most part, I can almost guarantee that answer for the majority of us. Now, of course, I talk politics. I talk a certain vernacular when it comes to how we as black folks supposed to deal with politics. I talk wording, language, blah blah blah, this and that. But even I know, and I'm not gonna be dumb enough to believe that everybody is gonna take up arms with me in this political fight. As a matter of fact, a lot of the people that do have some sort of political aptitude would still say, based off of the shenanigans of both parties, that they wouldn't vote either red or blue based on the lines of executive status. I ain't talking about local election, nothing like that. We're just dealing with the president of the United States. And months ago, it was hard for me to believe that people would have that approach. You know what I'm saying? Because I always try to strive to give understanding based on a federal perspective of why we deal with politics on a federal level. But now, with all the shit that's going on, not only here in the States, but abroad, the viewpoints of certain political leaders and how it undermines or totally contradicts the ideology or the political stance of that group of people. It's hard. I've come to the understanding now. I don't trip when a person tells me now that they're indifferent to any type of political affiliation from a federal level. And I say, hey man, at this point, I totally get it. I'm making another bold prediction. I'm the prophet amongst men, so I got to do this. In 2020, we had record turnout in the presidential election. Record turnout. Me myself, I think that was based on an ideological fight. The vote blue, no matter who, extreme liberals with the anti-Trump stance, And I think as a result of that, a lot of the Republicans felt like it was a must for them to come out and vote just to fight off those people. They fell short, but hey, it is what it is. Now in 2024, what's up, twin? Now in 2024, we're dealing with the people being indifferent to a lot of the just outright political debauchery that's happening in this country right now. On the one hand, we have former President Trump dealing with charges at the end of the day. Now, whether you agree with those charges are beside the point. The fact of the matter is, the way that they're being handled is laughable. It's just laughable. This man got up on the stand in this New York civil case yesterday and started arguing with the damn judge, and basically went on the campaign trail inside the courtroom. That's laughable. It just is. I don't care how much you revere his position, his policy. You know, shit like that is just unacceptable. It's just unacceptable, and it's hard for me to take you serious as a leader doing shit like that. It's just hard. Like I said again, not taking away any of his positions when it comes to policy. I can't take that away from him. But overall, just as a human being, that shit is laughable. So you're dealing with civil and criminal charges on one side. You're dealing with the basic rights of human beings to vote. You're second guessing that. And yet I'm sitting here, I'm supposed to believe that you're an upright standing citizen that's capable of leading this country. That comes into question for a lot of moderates, not a lot of Republican moderates in the country. I'm telling you that they're second guessing themselves in terms of what's the real solution to solidify the Republican Party. I'm telling you that's what's happening. On the other side, you got the Democrats. Don't know if they're going right or left. And I mean that literally or figuratively. Literally and figuratively, rather, dealing with Biden. You got extreme left-wing progressives that base they vote based off a reactionary method. Vote blue no matter who. Anybody but Trump. Blah blah blah, this and that. And on the same token, ostracized, demonized, and basically didn't pay attention to other liberal candidates in the race in 2020. Based on how they view their ideology, especially the progressives. How you were a progressive and voted for Biden, that shit amazed me. Biden ain't nowhere near a progressive liberal. Nowhere near. Yet the progressive liberals was the ones that were standing tall and being the guidepost to lead American voters to vote for Biden. The progressives did that. I'm talking about people like Stacey Abrams, so on and so forth. And don't get it twisted, Stacey Abrams is a progressive. AOC, so on and so forth. Ilya Oman, Rashida Tlaib, You know, the usual suspect, the hardcore extreme left wing politician. They made a concerted effort to make sure that Biden got into office, and he did. Hats off to him for putting on an extraordinary campaign. I ain't the one saying the election was stolen. That's some bullshit. But the fact that you carried on the shoulders of progressive politics, Joe Biden of all people, shows you the level of incompetency coming from the DNC, the Democratic National Convention. Hell, at this point, I would say Biden is more conservative than goddamn Trump. Hey, I'm willing to go that far. Of course, Biden is a liberal moderate, but with that same ideal, Trump is a Republican moderate. So they meet somewhere in the center, both Biden and Trump, as far as political stances. What are you talking about, MD? You can't prove that. Oh, well, okay. Take this in consideration. We talk a lot about, well, I ain't gonna say we, Black Son. Black Son talk about a lot about gas prices. Those Trump gas prices, blah blah blah, this and that. Drill, baby, drill. I saw a report yesterday, and this was damning. I saw a report yesterday that Joe Biden has authorized more private drilling of oil. Now, when I say private drilling, I'm not talking about mega company mass pipeline drilling. I'm just talking about privatized drilling. Has authorized more privatized drilling here in the United States than any other president. I said, damn, but this a smoking gun for Black Son argument. Smoking gun. Now we just look at it from a federal standpoint. Everybody remember Biden stopped the Keystone Pipeline for the most part. But he turned around and authorized another pipeline, and we're going to get into this probably Thursday because we really didn't have Arena this week yesterday. But so we'll probably do a super show on Thursday. I'm going to get into this. He authorized, the name escapes me of what that pipeline is, but he did authorize a United States pipeline. And I get more information on that come Thursday. So that blows the oil or the gas argument out the water. So from this point on, I'm not using that as an argument in my case for like how I decide to vote. Because the whole gas price thing has been debunked. The reason the gas prices were so high in what was that 2021 under Biden, a lot of that was based off of supply chain, blah blah blah, this and that. So I'm not using that as an argument anymore. Secondly, dealing with the liberals, the progressives voted for Biden based on a certain political ideology. Now, part of it they got open borders. But me and you both know when it comes to open borders, that's mainly dealing with an influx of a new political voting bloc for the Democrats. They ain't necessarily dealing with no type of humanitarian cause, so to speak, especially not for your black ass. Ron, what's up, man? Especially not for your black ass. So we all know the reasoning behind open border. It ain't nothing new. Not nothing new in the terms of the ideology. But when you start to lose the progressives, that's when you know shit going downhill. When the Israel conflict started, it was pretty much already a given what allegiance the progressives was going to lean toward, and that was going to be Palestine, based on the humanitarian aspects of that conflict. And Biden is doing the total opposite. As a matter of fact, he's not doing the total opposite. He's being complicit in the situation because, in my opinion, now this is me putting my tinfoil hat on. In my opinion, Israel holds a certain leverage over the United States based on their positioning and based on the years and years and years of funding that we've given them to make them autonomous. And now Netanyahu is like, look, like we don't give a damn what you talk about from a diplomatic aspect. We don't care. Anthony Blinken done been to Israel 3 times already. The last time he talking about humanitarian aid, humanitarian policies, Netanyahu told him to kiss his ass, and they kept bombing. So no diplomatic leverage whatsoever. And this has enraged the extreme liberal progressive. Enraged. And now you're looking at the coffin being closed, you being put into the vault and lowered into the ground. Because if you lose that progressive vote, it's over with. I'm telling you, it's over with. And that will lead Trump to the presidency of the United States. Now, does that mean that it's a red surge? No, that's bullshit. What I'm telling you is the vast majority of Americans, based on the outright dysfunction of both parties, we will see a historic low turnout for the presidential election in 2024. Don't believe me? Watch the primary. That's all you got to do. Watch the primaries. Watch the numbers. That's going to show everything. You know, Trump leading this. The polls say Trump leading that. Blah, blah, blah. This and that. When you talk about polls, we're talking about key demographics of certain people. When these polls come out, it's demographics being associated with those polls. The polls doesn't reflect the vast majority of Americans. It just don't. I mean, it just don't. Yes, every time Trump get indicted, every time Trump gets a gag order, every time Trump gets a civil suit, his numbers go up. Why? Because more and more MAGA extremists continue to show up for these polls, and less regular Americans just become disinterested with the shit. Hell, even myself, I'm like, at this point, I'm like, whatever. Because it's frustrating. It's frustrating to see no political pushback from any other Democrats for Biden's policy. It's frustrating to see that the MAGA extremists exalt a person like Trump and not even and not even holding him to the furnace, so to speak, when it comes to other Republican candidates challenging his record. What's the point of a democracy at that point? The 2024 primaries and the 2024 general election will show a lack of democracy. And that's a low point for America. It's a low point. And as a reflection of that, you will see historically low turnout for the 2024 general election. Historically low. But it's a silver lining to that. It's a silver lining to that. The silver lining is that more people will get involved with local politics. What we're seeing in Chicago is not a reflection of federal politics, it's a reflection of local politics. And those people in Chicago will show up and show out based on the disdain of a visualization of how politics is viewed in Chicago as of right now. That ain't got nothing to do with Biden. That ain't got nothing to do with Trump. It's got everything to do with the gatekeepers of Chicago, though. And that's just one reflection. This is America. Political views are in vast differentiation from city to city, from state to state. What's going on, E? What's happening? So I think one of the dumbass things that we do is that we take local situations and put them up to task with federal politics, and that's just not how it works. Most people in the country are disinterested in federal politics. They just are. If you're gonna get over, man. Especially when you got shit like this going on the Republican and Democratic side. I mean, hell, you got the Democratic gatekeepers basically saying that you too stupid and dumb to understand politics. Just vote for who I tell you to vote for. That's what you got. That's what you got. Democratic gatekeepers doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, man, we gotta. I don't know what we can do federally at this point. I think the shit is just down the shitter. That's just my opinion. It's down the shitter. Again, if you look at a lesser of two evils aspect to it, all I can say is I'm voting for Trump based on no open borders and a visualization of domestic oil. But I got to take domestic oil out of it because, again, I got documentation proving that Biden has authorized more privatized drilling than anybody else in any other president in the history of the United States. So now I got to take that part out of it. I can no longer say Trump gas prices. I can no longer, me personally, I can no longer say that. But as I've said since I've been on the arena, illegal immigration is the number one top priority to prevent the erasure of the black demographic as a voting bloc. I've been saying that, even though there really shouldn't be any voting blocks to begin with. But I understand the reality of it. So therefore, Trump will have my vote because of that. But I'm not ignorant to the fact that I can get that same policy out of any other Republican candidate. So when you talk about fanaticism, the fanatics will never lead on both sides until you do something to them. Currently, right now, Biden is disassociating himself with the fanatic left by taking the stance that he is taking on Israel, and with that, it's gonna close. It's gonna close his coffin shut. I'm just being honest. That rally they had in Washington this weekend, they was calling for Biden head. They was calling for his head, along with Blinken and Karine Jean Pierre and Lloyd Austin and all the rest of them. So I guess from that aspect, Trump he won the war of attrition. He held on to the ideology of his extremist group longer than Biden held on to his ideology, to his extremist group. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, let's just keep it real. That rally they had in Washington this weekend, that shit was socialist, communist socialist as hell. But that's the extreme wing of the Liberal Party. That's just what it is. Then you got the other extreme wing of the Republican Party on the right side. They fascist Christian nationalists. So Trump has done an excellent job holding on to that fan base. Biden failed. But the real losers are the people in between that don't give a damn about none of that. None of the moral conservatism, none of the extreme socialism. They just Americans want to do American shit, and they want the policies to reflect that. They the ones losing out, and based off of that, they will not vote. I'm telling you, they will not vote. They'll just vote down ballot on shit that matter and that directly affects them. 2024 is going to be the worst presidential election of our lifetime. Worst. Because we've got the sample size of what Biden can do. We've got the sample size of what Trump can do. And people are like, man, to hell with it. So what I want to do is I want to stop the bullshit, right? When it comes to talking about policies and all that. We're gonna have to go point for point, me and Black Son. And this is gonna take research. And like I said, I'm no Biden supporter by any means of the imagination. But hell, at this point, I'm no supporter of Trump either. Trump will get my vote based on specific policy. But just as a human being, I can't fuck with it. You trying to defy the Constitution. You put a certain demographic of people that don't look kindly on black folks on your back as your main base, and the list goes on and on. So from a social aspect, I can't fuck with now one of them. That's where I'm at with it now. I'm gonna just have to be objective as I can when I cast my ballot. But yeah, me and Black Son gonna have to go point for point with policies being that were instituted under both Biden and Trump, and see who come out on top. Like I said, I ain't got no dog in the fight. I just want everybody to be politically informed. That's all. I just want people to be politically informed, and I don't want agendas to be pushed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we taking a look at what's going on in Gaza right now. Over 10,000 people dead, civilians. Large majority of that women and children. And yet we sit here talking about no funding for Ukraine. Give it to Israel. Hell, by the time it clear, it's not going to be no people left in Palestine to fight no more. More Palestinian civilians done died in 4 weeks than all the civilian deaths since the war in Ukraine started. Yet, based on moral conservatism, I'm supposed to stand with Israel and not Ukraine. As a true America First citizen, I say the hell with both of them. But you can't stand idly by and allow a genocide to happen. I don't give a damn where it's at. And that's what Biden is doing. And he's essentially signed his political death certificate by doing it. Nail in the coffin. So yeah, I just want to come up and say that, man. We got to start being factual with a lot of shit that we say, and we have to discern the information accordingly and take emotions out of it. You know what I'm saying? We have to understand socially policies that affect us directly and vote accordingly. That could come from either side. You know what I'm saying? If you want to look at it from a social aspect, you know me, I say break it down even farther than that. Break it down to your own individual outcome. Break that shit down. That's the way voting should be anyway. all the shit that we dealing with here in this country. Economic uncertainty, inflation, hell, homelessness. Shout out to Vancat. Be sure to tune in to Straight Talk Society tonight. TFP, Take Fist Politics. We're gonna be talking about homelessness in America. Shout out to the Straight Talk Society. All of these social paradigms that the Democrats claim that they care about, yet they're most significant in Democratic-led cities. Why is that? We got to really break that down. Why is that? I mean, at the end of the day, the Democrats are losing favor based on their complacency. That's just what it is. Yo, what's up?
Yeah, so you're saying that voting is an individual act, correct? Am I hearing that correctly?
Yeah. It's only you that's gonna be in the ballot. It's only you that's gonna be in the poll booth.
Okay, so that's what I've been preaching to you and Ron and E Bizzle for I don't know how long that
No, you
I
haven't.
am voting. How do you know what? No. You a mind reader now. How you know what my individual? What? I mean, I'm lost here. I get what you said. Trump. Now let me give you just one policy. Trump said. Trump said he will end the war in 24 hours. He said that, and I was like, you know what? I like that. You don't believe it.
I
Josh
don't.
didn't believe in the hope. Okay, that's you. I believe it. So what's the problem?
What I'm saying is, when we look at certain aspects on how we vote, this particular voting cycle that's coming up in 2024 is not reflecting that. This voting cycle is, by and large, reflecting a social ideology. MAGA ain't no individual ideology. That shit is social to its core. You know it and I
Okay,
know it.
you're
Now,
dancing right
go
now.
ahead.
You're dancing. You're
How,
dancing right now.
what about that? What about that? I don't
I
understand.
said, I said, let me repeat after me. Black Sun, believes Trump when he said he will end the war in Ukraine within 24 hours. Like, I believe
What
that.
does
So
that
what is
have
the
to do?
belief? No, so I'm
What is
voting my interest. That is my interest.
that? Ain't no interest. You just said it was a belief.
No, I believe he can end the war. That's that. You have a problem with the
That,
belief. The interest is that he will end the war in 24 hours.
how is the Ukrainian conflict directly affecting you?
Well, because I have property in Poland, and I don't want that shit to extend in Poland. That's how it affects me. You remember, I got family overseas, MD. So yeah, that's why yeah, it affects me directly. I don't want nobody in Poland getting involved to jeopardize any property that I have over there, sir. So yeah, I'm voting my individualism right there. I'm not going to tell you to vote for Trump because of that. I'm not going to tell MD, Ron, E. Bizzle, nobody, Kelly. I have a specific interest over there as far as the Ukrainian war. Yeah, I have property in Poland.
Well,
Krakow to be
that
exactly. Okay.
fair enough, but you ain't never make that. You ain't never like
I
expound on
shouldn't
that.
have to. I shouldn't have to. It's individualism at the end of
Yeah,
the day.
that's your individual right. You're right.
Right.
I'm talking about me and you discussing shit. Like, but whatever. That's beside the point.
No.
But I'm
We discuss general politics and we just kind of take the temperatures. Like I said, in Chicago, you're right. It's up to them people individually. But when I talk about Chicago, I'm just taking a post because again, we're dealing with migration. Who knows whose city is next? Is there only so many migrants Chicago can take? Do you agree with that? That Colorado can take? Do you agree with that? Because I haven't seen them plug up that leaking that goddamn border. because them goddamn migrants are like damn water. They're leaking in. And I haven't seen them patch that hole yet. So eventually, if you got Colorado overwhelmed, you got goddamn New York overwhelmed, you got Chicago overwhelmed, what's to say, you know what? I think we should send some of these migrants to Georgia. Who's to say that they don't do that shit, MD?
Nobody should say that they do that because that's still based off of local policy. So local officials have to decide to become a sanctuary city or not. Local.
Right. I agree. I totally agree. And that goes back to the local politics that you discussed. And I wholeheartedly agree with that. So I'm trying to figure out what is the difference between what we agree with, what we disagree with. It seems like when we disagree, it's because of my individual vote that I have not expressed to everybody. Yeah, I say gas prices, but there's a slew of other reasons why I vote for Trump.
Well,
but
again,
as an individual, I will go to the poll, and no matter, I mean, you can say, oh, well, Biden, I haven't seen the gas prices go down since his administration, but I hear what you're saying, and I've heard Ron say that the damn economy is doing great. That goddamn inflation went down. Really? Because when I go to the gas station and I go to the grocery store, shit is sky high. But you know what?
Again, it looks like you finna come down with another indictment because some of the information that I've compiled.
Well, I'm
well,
gonna appeal the last indictment. I'm gonna appeal the last one because, like I said, you did a kangaroo court on Mike Johnson, saying that the organization, the Christian Circus, was discriminating. That was never proved, sir. So that was a red herring. You throwing all kind of red herrings. So first, I would like to appeal
all I
that.
did was read the report. All I did was
Right.
show the report that the dude did.
Right. And I'm challenging that report. What I'm saying is that they did not discriminate against Jews and atheists and whatever they said. That was not proven.
You can't prove that.
And you can't prove that it was.
Well, then we had a stalemate then.
I guess we had a stalemate then.
But what I'm telling you is now the shit need to hit the fan in terms of how we looking at these certain policies. Now again, I'm not advocating for Biden, so don't try to make it seem like that's what I'm doing. No advocacy
okay,
work
so
being done.
you made a point that I'm like, what are we doing here? You sound like Christian nationalist. You said you're gonna vote for Trump, however you don't like him as a human being, and I'm gonna have to say, what the hell does that got to do with the policy? I can care
Nothing.
less.
That's why I said
Okay.
that.
Oh, okay. So what are we talking about? You sound like Ron at the end of the day. Oh, I don't just like Trump because he's a bad person. And what's that got to do with me?
If he's proven in court that he's a bad person, I'll tell you one thing: I ain't voting for him.
Okay, that's you.
Because that means that he broke the Constitution.
I hear you. So
by me voting for him, that means I say fuck the Constitution.
So do you know that cases, and I wanted to bring this up to Ron, there have been people that have been accused of things and they've been exonerated like years later.
Oh my God. So now Donald Trump gonna be part of the Freedom Project now.
No, I'm just saying. What I'm saying is that that's not shit is not final. And speaking of the Freedom Project, by the way, yeah, I do support that. Yeah, because everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Too, but Trump ain't part of that.
Well, the concept is the same. So it's not, they can say, oh, well, Trump is guilty because he inflated his property. Okay, and what does that mean? What does that mean to me as an individual? It means nothing. But I get
that's sad. And that's sad because that lets me know.
And these gas prices are sad.
That lets me know that your conception, of what law and order is
goddamn,
based on a tier system, just like the conspiracy theorists say about racism and white supremacy.
What is more sad though? What is more sad? That being said, or goddamn the war in Ukraine, all them people getting slaughtered.
That you don't stand on the Constitution.
Oh, so that's more sad than human lives. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
That you don't stand on the Constitution.
That okay, ladies and gentlemen. Me not standing on the Constitution is more crucial than actual human lives being lost in Ukraine and Israel. Okay, I just want to make sure we heard that right.
Don't put Israel into that.
I'm putting Israel into that.
Bro, that's what Trump wants.
It's a fact though. It's a reality.
It's a reality that over 10,000 civilians done died in Gaza. That's the reality.
Okay, so we're
And,
talking
and,
human
and,
life.
the, and the Republican aspect of that want to take that even further. So what are you
Okay.
talking about, human lives? You don't give a damn about human lives. If you
What I'm
did, you wouldn't
saying,
be with it.
what I'm saying, well, again, that could be debated because we're talking about Israel got attacked first. That you can't refute that. Israel
So
was attacked.
again, Christian nationalism at its finest. One set of human beings' lives are worth more than another set of humans. You just proved my point.
Oh, that's right, because eye for an eye is a Christian value. I got it. Okay, I get it.
You just proved my point.
Right, Christian nationalism, eye for an eye, Christian nationalism. I got it. I got it.
But continue.
Well, again, like I said, we cherry pick the Constitution when it comes to our personal advantage, but we don't look at it as a
I
whole.
never cherry picked the
Okay, so
Constitution.
so the people at J6 were they within their constitutional right?
Nope.
Oh, they weren't. Okay, well, I would have people that disagree with you on that.
They would be
Constitutional
liars.
lawyers. Nah, I doubt it.
Like Mike Johnson.
I
What that don't
doubt it.
prove shit.
I doubt it. I doubt it. I
Mike
doubt
Johnson,
it.
the Constitution lawyer, and look at the shit he
Yeah,
was
yeah.
talking about.
You don't agree
That
with
don't
that? I
prove
agree.
nothing.
I agree with Mike Johnson. Hell,
Yeah,
you
you're a
should.
Christian
Yeah,
nationalist. You
you
should
should have.
agree.
You should have went with Jim Jordan while there was still a chance. Hell, you should have went with
Well,
Jim Jordan.
you just did a two-step, Black Son. I can't
I
allow
didn't
you
do
to do the
a,
two-step.
I
Yeah,
didn't
you
do a
did. Yeah,
two-step. No, I'm solid.
you just said we talking about J6.
Uh huh.
I
Right.
said
And I
J6
said,
was not under the Constitution. That wasn't constitutionally bound.
okay,
That was some
yeah,
bullshit.
it was.
You said
No, it wasn't. No, it
constitutional
wasn't.
lawyers would disagree with me.
Yeah,
Mike
yeah,
Johnson is a constitutional lawyer.
absolutely, he is. He sure is.
So it's a clear track record of the shit Mike Johnson been doing.
He was a lawyer.
It's a clear track record, Black John.
He was a lawyer.
Okay.
I don't understand. He was an attorney and he defended with you slandered the damn Christian circus,
I ain't
saying you slandered them, or you
I ain't
read some slander,
anybody.
or you read some slander about them damn discriminating, which they can't prove, which that's slander. Unless they goddamn can prove that they were discriminating against Muslims and Jews and atheists, that's slander.
Black Son, you still dancing. Like
I'm not
you
dancing.
doing a full
You
pirouette right
said
now.
we talking about Mike Johnson.
Mike Johnson said the United States was found on Christian nationalism. That's what he said.
That was his opinion.
Oh my.
That was his opinion.
As
I
a
mean, a lot of
constitutional
people,
lawyer, that's his opinion.
yeah, as a constitutional lawyer,
God
that's
damn.
his opinion. He's assuming, I get what he's doing. He's assuming that the founding fathers, because they were deists, we automatically assume that they were Christians because only deists believe in God. That is their mindset.
Oh my God.
What do you mean, oh my God? Wait, deist means you believe in a God, right? That's a deity.
I
So
need
you
you to be
believe in a
literal.
God concept. I'm being literal. You believe
No.
in the God concept. What's the dominant God concept?
All of them besides Benjamin Franklin were Christians.
Besides,
We know this.
okay,
We
so
know
that's
this.
what Mike Johnson is going on the assumption that that's actually an assumption. I don't know that. I don't know that they were Christians.
I know it.
Okay, well, so did Mike Johnson.
So the hell with what you done said previously
No,
by
I
this
said,
country not being founded on Christianity. Because Mike Johnson said it, now we got some validity to it.
no, I'm saying based on his belief and your belief, y'all believe that the founding fathers, except for Ben Franklin, were Christians, okay?
But
That is
that's
basically
a fact.
okay. But let's bring in separation of church and state.
Mike Johnson don't believe in that either.
You don't have to. You don't have to. Why you gotta believe in it? Help me out here, Tim. Why you gotta believe in it?
Because he's a constitutional lawyer, Black Son.
Right, but constitutional lawyers, and that's why you have constitutional lawyers on both sides, because at the end of the day, they're
Wow.
giving their interpretation. It's just like a person with a Bible. They give their interpretation. Why you got think we got so many denominations of Christianity and Hebrew Israelites and so many denominations? Because people's
Because of power.
interpretation.
It ain't interpretation, it's power
It ain't interpretation?
of power.
Oh, okay. 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 See that's
I mean,
what
at the end of the day, Black Son, you proved my point. This is the reason why a lot
no,
of
but
moderate liberals and moderate Republicans are indifferent to what's going on with the election right now. Because of shit like this. They
well,
look at it as bullshit.
well, like you said, they have a right to stay their ass at home and let
And
goddamn MAGA
that's
take
what I
over.
think gonna happen.
Okay, well, shit, that's good, man. That's good for the gas price as far as I'm concerned. And the war in
Good
Ukraine
for
and
the
a whole
gas
lot,
price.
yeah, and war in Ukraine and let's see what else, a whole bunch of shit. So yeah, there's shit on my list right now. I'm not in my truck, but I got a list in my truck. I got a list at the house. So yeah, it works for me. So yeah,
Tell you
hey
what, Black
MAGA.
Son, this is what happened. You be in the rain right now,
Hmm.
and you got another charge on your hands.
What's the charge? What's the
Mi-
charge? So I can put it up there with that appeal on that
Get,
Christian nationalism shit.
giving misleading and false statements to the public is your charge. So now this is what we're gonna have to do. Tomorrow we might as well call it a super show because we ain't really get through no articles. Not
Right,
tomorrow,
right.
but Thursday.
Thursday,
We
yeah.
ain't get through no articles yesterday. So after we get everything done and everything, all the articles get laid out, you bring the policies in Trump's presidency. I'm gonna bring
Hmm.
the policies for Biden's presidency,
Hmm.
and we gonna
Yeah,
compare
but
and contrast.
okay. So when you say compare and contrast, what if I don't like Biden's policies?
That ain't got nothing to do. I don't like Biden policy either. That's not the point
So
of
I
it.
don't. So I don't
The
understand.
point
Okay,
of
okay.
it
Let me
is
give
to
you an
Trump.
example. Let me give you an example. Give me an example. Open borders policy. Neither one of us like those policies. But I'm sure the damn migrants love those policies. So we're debating, like, how would that be a compare and contrast debate or discussion when I don't like that policy? I don't like open border
That's not
policy.
that's
I
that
don't
I
like
don't
that.
you know I don't either, Black
So
Son, but
I
that's not the
wouldn't.
point.
So
That's
what is
not
the
the
point?
point. Stop
Okay, what is the point? What
stop
is the point?
stop trying to get out of it. All I
No,
want
I'm
to do
trying
is
to
show
understand the point of it. I'm trying to
all
understand the point of it.
I'm telling you the point. I want to show how certain shit that you say is a direct Trump policy, I can prove through a lot of shit Biden has done, it overlaps,
Yeah,
including gas prices.
Biden has changed a lot of his policies,
So you,
including the border. He's changed a lot of his policies. So
man,
what are you talking about?
your feet is on fire.
I'm talking about a fact here, sir.
He's a
Did he did he
maniac
not? Is
on the
Biden
floor.
now? Is Biden now talking about closing the damn border and building the wall? Is that not Biden? Did not Biden switch up on that, sir?
That's called an overlap.
Oh, it's an
Did
overlap.
did not
Okay.
Trump switch up on 2A and
We
then
talking
turn
about
around
Biden.
and what? God damn! Did Trump did not say he was for 2A and then turn around and ban bump stop?
Oh, you mean on the guns? Oh, wait. Man, I'm still waiting any for bump stop. I can't remember
I'm
that one, man. Refresh my
I,
memory on that.
I can tell you, yeah, he did.
Okay. Well,
I can
shame
tell
on
you
Trump for
exactly
that.
what he did.
Shame on Trump for that, because it said it violates the Second Amendment. But the Democrats ain't no better. Is Biden better on that policy?
That's why we doing this. That's why we doing this breakdown of the policy to show the overlap.
Oh, wait. You might have discovered something. So Biden wants to reverse that. Is that what you're saying? Because that's historical.
Never mind, Black Son.
No,
Never
I'm
mind.
asking you. I'm asking a simple question.
Who said Biden was
I'm
trying to reverse
asking
that?
you.
Who said that?
I'm
I never
asking
said
you.
that. Why
I'm
would you ask
asking
something
you
like that knowing that Biden is
because
anti-gun?
you just said that Trump reversed the bump stop policy. So I'm asking you, well,
Listen,
That's the
No,
policy, right?
I didn't say that. I did not say that. I said Biden campaigned on to a policy and turned around when he got into the presidency, banned bump stock. That's what I said. I ain't say he reversed anything.
Okay, okay. So let me ask you this question. Shout out to Angels Snuff 7. Let me ask you a question. So are we comparing, contrasting both Biden and Trump flip-flopping on policies that are similar? Is that what we're doing?
That could be one aspect of it.
I mean, but we be spinning our wheels on that shit.
Well, all of this
Because if
shit is
you vote
spinning
for a
wheels.
certain, I mean, if okay, let me give you an example. I want to vote for Trump because he said he's gonna end with the 24 hours. If he flip flops on that, I can only go by what he says now. Now you saying I don't believe he's gonna do that. You have a right to do that. I'm saying I'm gonna give the man a chance
I didn't
based
say
on
I didn't
his
believe he was going
last.
to do it. I said it's not going to happen.
That's a belief system, sir.
Man, it's not going to happen.
Calling something out before it happens is called prophetizing or prophesizing. That's what you're doing based on a belief. That's a belief system. When you're giving the opinion
But
on the
but you but
outcome
you
of something
voting
that
but you
did not
voting for him
happen,
based on the prophet time.
I'm I'm
You
voting
vote for
on him.
him based on prop.
I'm voting on him based on his words, sir.
So you have a belief system there.
I'm based on his word. You know what? I'm gonna tell you how my belief system works. I believe when I get in my truck, when I turn the key ignition, based on past experience, that is gonna start up again. There's might slight chance that it might not start
There's
up
no
because the
past
battery.
experience that you can go. There's no past experience you can go
Yeah,
on.
there is. Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is. Do you get
No,
up in the morning and
it's,
start your car every morning?
I'm talking about Ukraine and Russia. I'm talking about relative to what you talking about. There is
Okay,
no past experience that you can go off of.
relative, yeah, there is. Relative, what I'm talking about, the last 4 years of Trump, did he start any new world wars?
That's
Any
that's
wars?
that's that's non sequitur to what we talking about. You know it.
That's your opinion. No, it's not. 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 No,
So
it's not
because there
real.
was no conflict during Trump,
Yeah.
I should then believe
No, I'm
that
not saying
the
no.
conflict.
That's why I believe there will be no conflict. I'm not saying that you should believe it. That's why I believe there will be no conflict
But that don't make
because
no sense, black son.
it makes sense to me. He didn't start no wars he didn't start any wars in the 4 years. He's the only president in the 4 years of his full 4 year term that did not start any conflict. That's a fact.
That doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. It
It
just don't.
doesn't make any sense. Wait, did he start any wars in his 4 years? That's a yes or no.
That has nothing to do with him
It's a yes or
stopping.
now you're dancing. Now you're dancing.
It's no dancing to be had, bro.
You dancing. It's a
It ain't
yes or
got
no question.
that shit.
Did Trump?
You constantly do that too. You constantly compare
You doing
one
that
situation
too.
with another situation.
Because it's a
I
real
don't
life
understand why.
situation.
It's not
Because
real life.
because Trump started no new wars, sir.
What does that have to do with stopping one?
It has
What are
everything
we
to do with stop
talking
one.
about?
It has everything to do with start one because he's a negotiator. He's a negotiator.
I mean, that ain't got shit to do with the Ukraine Russia wars starting. What they got to do with it?
I believe it does because in order to goddamn negotiate, you got to sit down with human beings. Did he not sit down with Kim Jong Un?
He did.
Oh, okay. Did he not get Kim Jong Un to cross the border into South Korea?
I don't know. They went to the
Yeah, he did.
demarcation
He
zone.
did. He did. He
It
did.
was the
He did.
demarcation zone.
Right. Well, they crossed the border. Did anybody
No,
fire when?
wait. What's in
Okay,
between the border, black son? What's in between the border?
they're guards with guns.
What is that called?
Whatever that's called. Do people get shot if they try to cross there?
No, it's the demarcation. It's demilitarized
Okay, demilitarized. Whatever you want to call it, you have armed guards there. Okay.
on both sides.
Historically, right on both. They thank you on both sides. And historically, Trump was the first president to bring Kim Jong Un, a dictator, across that militarization
There's
zone.
no across
That's a
none.
fact.
It's all it was a demarcation zone. That was it.
Okay, but Trump did it though. He deserves a
And
Nobel Peace Prize for
what
that.
what did Trump go to North Korea to do?
To talk to Kim Jong Un.
About what?
About a bunch of things.
Name one.
Name one. Let's see. I believe they were. Didn't they do like a prisoner swap?
They did.
Okay, and then they do a. Okay, so that's one prisoner swap, and then they talk about didn't he talk about denuclearizing them and making some type of a deal on
Do
that?
you think North Korea is gonna be denuclearized?
No. They talked about it. What I'm saying, I don't know. I don't think they're going to denuclearize. They shouldn't.
So what's the
Hell
point of
no.
talking about it?
I mean, but it's a
That's
peaceful
what I mean
gesture.
by belief.
It's a
Ain't no
peaceful gesture, sir. It
That's what I
is.
mean by
You
belief.
deserve. Oh, hey, right. We got two different beliefs, obviously.
So
Obviously, and I'm very.
instead of using my common sense and using my diplomatic knowledge on these countries, I'm
That's a
just going
fact,
to
twin.
assume
That's a
I'm
fact,
just
twin.
going to assume that shit is going to happen based off another situation.
Well, Zelensky did it.
Zelensky did what?
Zelensky, he notified Trump and told him he want to talk to Trump, but Trump declined. He said no, that'd be not in good faith because number one, he wants to have Putin there, and number two, he don't want to step on Biden toes right now.
Okay,
Good chess move. Good
he
chess
don't
move.
want to step. He want to step on Biden toes. What you mean?
What do I mean? I don't know. That's what he says. I'm like, okay, shit.
Well, again, you sir are a Christian nationalist. You show it every day. You exude it.
Sir, you still didn't
Based off,
prove. You didn't still prove to me that Mike Johnson is a Christian nationalist.
man, I gave you
Hell,
plenty of examples.
no, you gave me goddamn a court case where it was not
I
proven
gave you
that
more
that
than a court
Christian.
case, black son. Why are you just?
Man, man, you gave a bunch of fluff. You gave a bunch of fluff, man. The strongest thing that you had was that I almost fell for it. That goddamn Christian circus discriminating against atheists, Muslims, and goddamn Jews. You almost had me. And I said, man, some told me, man, look this shit up. And that shit was never proven. Man, that's slander, sir.
There's nothing like. Again, let me say this.
He's stumbling down.
I gave a plethora of examples of why Mike Johnson was a Christian nationalist, and I
Nah.
tied it directly to you. So then,
Okay.
so indirectly, I proved that you a Christian nationalist. I did that
Nah.
all in one swoop, two birds with one stone.
Okay, sir.
The
Well, we
fact
don't.
that the fact of the matter is, you exude a belief system, claim to be an atheist. You're doing it right now because you said you believe Trump is going to stop the war in 24 hours. A war that's
Based on
been
his
going
word.
on,
Based on his word.
a war that's been going on for over 3 years now.
And 3 years because
Despite
we
what
were
you believe about
because
Zelensky or not,
3 years. Hold
that's
on, 3 years based on us funding, based on Hungary funding, based on everybody giving him money. Now you got people backing out. Italy is now backing out, sir.
what
Hungary
does that
has
have to
backed
do?
out. Has
What does
everything to
that have
do.
to do with the United? It
No
don't got
money,
nothing to do
no
with the
money,
United
no
States.
money, no war. No money, no war.
Well,
And Trump ain't giving them no more money. That's what I
well,
believe.
more money, more war with Israel. So
I
there's
mean,
that.
that's okay, but
Yin and
that's
yang, I
apple.
guess.
That's the two different.
Ain't no
Those are
apples.
two.
Ain't no apples and oranges.
Again,
Don't give me that shit.
read my lips. Israel is the 51st state
You. Why do you keep saying that and not giving
because
me an
it's a fact.
explanation behind it?
What the explanation? The explanation, when Israel needs money, they get it, right?
Like son,
They
you
been
gotta do
getting it.
better, man. You
What
gotta
do you
do
mean you
better,
gotta
bro.
do better? They're the 51st state. Shit.
Your investigative journalism, man, is subpar, to say the
No, it
least.
ain't.
We need reasons behind a lot of shit that you say. Telling me Israel is the 51st state ain't telling me nothing. I'm sorry, it just ain't.
Okay, well, you just say
As a matter of
based
fact,
on
you
the
kill
actions.
yourself even by saying that.
Based on the
What is
actions. Based on the actions, sir.
what is the reason Israel is even a state? That don't even
Uh-oh.
count. What are you saying? For?
Oh, no, you dropped off. I thought you dropped off. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Why is Israel even there? Well, watch you kill yourself. Why is Israel even there?
You tell me why it's there.
It's there to make sure a solidification of the resources for the United States is protected. What's the
Okay.
resource, Black Son? What's the
51st
resource?
state. 51st
What is
state.
no? God damn! What is the resource?
What is the resource, sir?
I'm not telling you. You have to figure it out.
Okay.
It's an obvious answer. What is the
Okay.
resource?
I don't know. What is resource?
Chat, tell me what the resource in the Middle East is for the
Ron, what is
United
the
States.
resource? Oil.
I'll wait. It's oil. Now,
Right.
Trump is talking about drill, baby, drill. He's in total
Mm-hmm.
contradiction of what he's talking about based on the fact that protecting Israel is the priority. Why is that? The protection of the oil. If we drilling domestically, why in the fuck do
Mm-hmm.
we care about the oil in the Middle East?
Because America's greedy, sir.
Oh my
Notice I
God.
said America. I didn't say Trump. I said, oh, America. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hey,
I
with
got
that
wait,
being
whoa, whoa,
said,
whoa, 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 whoa. America's not greedy.
with that being said, y'all, I'll see y'all
America's not
Thursday.
greedy. Okay,
Yeah,
y'all.
I agree. I agree.
Okay,
But
so
you just killed yourself.
wait. I killed myself, but we both agreed that America's greedy,
You
especially when
killed
it comes to
yourself
oil.
by trying to stand on a policy of domestic distribution of oil, yet defending the fact that we protecting it on the imported side. You killed yourself.
Huh?
You want Coke, water, or something like that?
So why are you not saying don't fund Israel? I know why, because you are a fanatic under the MAGA rulership. And because they say it, you gotta rock with it. So with that being said, y'all, I'll see y'all on Thursday. We're gonna have the Arena Super Show, Arena this week, Arena abroad. Tonight I'm gonna be on Straight Talk Society, Tape Fist Politics.
Okay, no problem, no problem.
Multiple gunshot wounds for him. Multiple gunshot wounds. Because he contradicts himself on the fact that he's thinking from a political ideology that contradicts even itself. That's why the moderates on both sides ain't fucking with the election. That's why.
Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay.
I mean, it's obvious. So I see y'all tonight, Tape Fist Politics. See y'all Thursday. Arena this week, Arena abroad. Peace, y'all.
You don't stay.